Thank you, Your Excellency. If you can take the questions and give the answers. But please let me quickly add this. As we report, kindly let's report fairly. If you are going to report that the Vice President said, if he does everything now, what would he do when he becomes president? Please add the laughing emoji and then complete the statement, because that's exactly what he said. TV3, kindly correct the reportage on Facebook. Thank you. Your Excellency.
Mr. Vice President, you will remember this quote: if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And as at the time you were making this statement, a dollar to CD was 3 cedis and above, or about 3 cedis, 4 cedis, right? Thank you. 2024, a dollar to a cedi is 15 Ghana cedis, about 15 Ghana cedis. Okay, over 15 Ghana cedis. Thank you. How do I explain this to my mother, a cocoa seller, that in 2014 the fundamentals were weak? In 2024, where the dollar is now 15 cedis, the fundamentals are not weak, but the prices of goods and services are high today.
I don't know where the data is coming from.
My name is Nana Okesi. I work with Peace FM. You have promised abolishing bed tax, e-levy, flat import duty, one-time tax amnesty, among others. If you really believe that that is what Ghana needs, why should we wait till you become the president and not implement it now?
Was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now? Even President Mahama, former president, who was president, I'm only vice president, but he was president. Why didn't he do everything then? I mean, why is he coming back? He had full authority. I don't have full authority. The budget that has gone to Parliament, which has been passed, is not my budget. Is it my budget? It's not my budget. The budget goes in the name of the president. It doesn't go in the name of the vice president. But when you have to think about what new do you want to do, you come up with new ideas. And I've come up with new ideas, which I want to do when we come into office. Everyone who is running for office, whether you are Kamala Harris or you are Bawumia, you still have to think about what you have to do when you get into office. And this is why I'm presenting my new ideas as to what to do.
Before I proceed to ask my questions, I would like to emphatically state that these questions were not given to me by anyone here. They are from my head, so I'm going to ask. Now, Mr. Vice President, my name is Kojo Sheldon. I represent Kojo Sheldon Studios. The first one is about 322 pharmaceutical doctors on social media right now are planning on suing the health ministry about unpaid, allowances. Now, for someone that has highlighted in your manifesto that when voted into power, you are going to, improve or help improve the condition of services when it comes to conditions of service when it comes to our health people. For right now that you are the vice president, what can you do to help these pharmaceutical, doctors who are, contemplating on suing the Ministry of, Health? My second question borders.
No, Koyo. Don't do that to me.
Mr. The question is.
One question.
Oh, boss.
One question.
So my question, the second question is about perception.
Don't do that.
Boss.
Don't do that.
Oh, bro.
Don't do that. I didn't allow
perception is very, very, very important.
I'll come back to you.
The pharmacists are my very good friends, But you're talking about 322 pharmaceutical doctors who are threatening to sue the Ministry of Health for their allowances. Again, I want to take this one up. This is the first time I'm hearing about this particular issue. I think it is Sheldon who raised it. I'm not aware of it, but I think it's an important issue that we should really resolve. So we'll talk to the Ministry of Health and Finance. Thank you very much.
So my question is coming from a group of students on scholarship abroad. They are concerned that the Scholarship Secretariat is not doing what it has to do for them. At page 27 of your manifesto, you speak about harmonizing public scholarships. And there's a purpose for it. You say the purpose is to give full visibility. Beyond the visibility, what will you do about this now and not later? There are some of them, for 20 months, they have not received their stipends. In a number of universities in the UK, in Warwick, Coventry, Nottingham, they are under threat of losing their studentship. In Birmingham, 11 of them have already been withdrawn and they are facing deportation. Will you inquire, particularly knowing about the Fourth Estate's investigations dubbed Scholarship Bonanza, about what appears to be a racketeering in that place? And will you forbid and prohibit politically exposed persons wealthy enough, known in society, from accessing these scholarships? Thank you.
I think the question is very well.
Samson talked about the scholarship students and all of that. And I think this is a very, very important issue. There's nothing more heart-wrenching than taking a student abroad and not being able to take care of them in those circumstances. And I think that I believe, and this is what we are saying, that one needs to, first of all, harmonize these databases so that you have full visibility and transparency. And also, we have undertaken in the manifesto to publish all the beneficiaries of all of these scholarships as they come, so that everybody knows who is getting the scholarships and so on. And again, I've been made very aware of this issue. It's not new, because students have and parents have gotten in touch with me about the awards and the scholarships and so on. So we're talking with the Ministry of Finance and the Scholarship Secretariat. I think they were able to make some payments to some of the UK students and so on. But we will follow up on that because it's very urgent. The first question had to do with NAPCO, the Nation Builders Corps, and the arrears that have been owed to NAPCO. I think that the program had about 100,000 people on it, and I think initially it was supposed to be a 3-year program, and then would be renewed and so on. But I think that so far, out of the 100,000 that were taken, 34,000 have exited into permanent jobs under NAPCO, and the others are still. But I think that the issue that Bella raises is the arrears and how we are going to deal with it. I've raised this issue because this is not really there's some information that has come to me already about the arrears in the NAPCO program, and I've raised this issue with the Minister for Finance and trying to persuade them to make these arrears payments. So we will follow that up on behalf of the NAPCO employees. The second issue had to do with providing better health care in the manifesto and the issue of cars and how these
Asiagu, but here the technicalities be here the afafan tokro bi musa partner di pano the muso say abrobe timi me feel say ya consider me de some mpani da John Dramani mama e kasa e di fa ho say ofi say time na so for say the reforms e wo your constitution no and say political parties are kese ni me so but manifesto e kan ho asem say ofi say constitution no for Rollins say ye be man kwan na wagya democracy no mu amayen say oni hobiu ye da so atena ho saa ehwesa nti me mani age say these two omo ye nyina esum and they are going forward whoever obey ni elections no catch us we are going to hold them. Yes, yeah, sure the second bia so your constitution no ye behwe na ye ensachire wo ho and they do also so let's say bia say John Mama na wini and I say Bawumia na wini a no more frɛ say other political parties no should come and support her omunko boa na na do nko for the proposal by see into abanyi DC and NDC kotiem say omo fi say process no kwan na do see yemfa so no ne nya adwene na mum omo de omo ye for say ye nto aba kwan yemfa so na ye nya de no mo so mo famra ne kika mum ye fi say if momo de na ye way to go at least say ye papa enti mo de constitution no mum ye no nyina agya tum say be bia ya ba bedru no be ye ho adwuma no eno Toma Kumaso. Mampeni da John Dramani Mama my promise within the first 100 days of 90 days, the first 90 days, 14 days, 60 appointed
the government.
Yes.
Omo matano.
No appointing the ministers na Odomoko parliament.
For the 14 days at the nomination beko parliament.
Okay.
14 days.
So you better abano
7 January.
Obeso in 7 January.
Okay. 7 January say Ghana for to Obama no by 21st January na or the krata koma speaker say whoever is the speaker say vetting committee in Transi.
Okay.
Then no yes say yenkonya a hang parliament or a minority president and a majority parliament.
Yeah.
Because no dey basa.
Who said this elections you bet me be say minority government
say konya minority president ye konya a majority parliament
position
we man dey any question because if ekoye NDC in majority or MPP majority obi abeti obi ka with the 137 no yes obi abeti obi ka
they pay back time.
NDC benya wonten they are in opposition in president by their majority ni ombeto bomb muye bibi ombeto ogu MPP so yetu omo John Mama ene bedi ade odene niema ba omu kabo mo parliament ombetuma togu. That is why it is so crucial ababa be kasembi say he foresee sadie we say besi it almost standing orders no omu nya de say de be ya entimi ma say your minority in parliament omo betimi ede omo tumi no atu budget no na niema bi atwena aman ne nkoso. Babin said this. We foresee a danger. Yeah, manu sina me kwasanto.
Awodanti yes say all my indefinite numbers days be say by this day o say amount for fee say mampeni da John Dramani Mama you be a president we di bida nti unim de wo akonya no ho unim de nti
he has no excuse whatsoever.
Yes. Name should be definite to Ghana for and many J say Saturday no definite say 14 days may ministers by 90 days my former government but this na me here way
within 120 days na me way so the sanitary pad no so seba
akota yeah titi kumasi maybe ayi
share
ya titi kumasi ne nkra
that policy
smaller communities you know
and then kwala 10 years o magbo mu sa
yes
obu onu ma sa monsen ne de ma wo mo no tutu o mo panties mo no o mu o kra se ya adinya adikase
pa enti me akota me ne ya adwene
do ba wi ni bia se Bawumia kra wi ni a on take your mama de no
sanitary pad
yes say be who so maka but say nyame na doma gender ministry to take care
gender ministry should take this thing
ade we ya de wo say
nya de bia na bia we get NGOs be to support them
azate ebo mami tell
me shall say from Ampere abedi achiri NPP flag bearer meet the president. I think say na mo kabi me say a smart move because a smart mover like we are taught, Nanka this week, the whole discussion will be NBC and this all over, and then they will have had the opportunity to near the media space,
to interrogate and explain their issues,
to sell out all of their manifesto. I think it could be anti Winnie Bana, any opportunity, but with this, and definitely the media space will be shared during the week. Now, Mampany Abedechi meet the president. What is it? It was good. The opportunity I was given to the media. But man, we have say some of the questions now from now Mampany be the JD can be another. Me just a repetition. Always I'm not being using the nice and we see time in that because baby cry now and some of the generals and I especially come up question be aware say e mu dupano my for instance on it was apt. Like they expect man for some of these things, and the importers and for that matter, that constituency are representing, the business
community,
business community. They be happy to know that this is how. However, I never acquire console that Togo, man, but you say Togo, and you free, say free port.
There be a free port. I'm not say. What did you go? I know where you are.
I know no or say or multiple bois. Now each him. Me do baby that make us say now the time was getting too much. Then it was making the vice president too. Then say now bread. I check. I then I said best 4 hours. Let's be say even 20 questions. Krana emudu. Now you be sanu yanwa. It will serve and then the vice president too was taking so much time to explain the questions. No sa question back one. Obe cheche mi sa be 15 na. And now I say and my questions be or
he wrote in a lot of the questions, answers to some questions. And until now, say maybe Musima, the
then they were just
let's get to the former. Let's get to the former. Let's get to the